People ain't loyal no more. It's time to talk. Welcome to my second episode of Beyond Loyalty. Today my guest is Royce Banks. Thank you for coming, Royce. I really appreciate it.
Welcome.
Someone I respect a lot. We only met a couple of months ago when my gym was closed for refurbishment and I walked into local gym. We had a chat. You gave me one training. I had to go to physio day after because I was absolutely shattered after the training you gave me. So the reason why I invited you is because I feel that obviously you are very experienced. You've been training all your life. There are things that people can learn from you, and you can share a lot of great experience from the life and training. Because I know that you trained a lot of people as well, rugby players and different sportsmen. Let's start with telling us who you are, what's your background, where did you grow up, how was your childhood, and when did you start training?
Well, when I was about 8, we lived in a little terraced house round Scholes, and I think when you're a child, and even when you develop into an adult, you always look up to a hero, you know, and it goes from John Wayne, James Cagney, Bruce Lee, you know, and beyond that, Clint Eastwood. Everybody loves a hero, don't they? You know. So, and when you're 8 years old, your dad's King Kong. Your dad. And my dad, in them days, in 60s, late 50s and 60s, the culture was the pub. The culture was the vault. And that was where characters were made. And that was where life. My dad went out 9 times a week. 9 times a week drinking. He smoked 26 a day. And I was only about 7 years old. And he worked hard, my dad. And my mum did. And he come in this day. And he had a vest on, a white vest. You know. And little tiny arms like that. But no stickers my wrist. And he says, "Now," he says, "can you do this?" Because he was a bit similar to me, achieving things and doing things. And he brought this 6-inch nail in, you know. 6-inch nail, and he just bent it. Like that. So that was it for me then. I was hooked. But I was only 8, so no way I could bend a 6-inch nail. But I tried and tried and tried and tried and tried, you know. I was finished up taking this 6-inch nail to school. And giving it all to teachers and all that. And I had a friend, Peter Burren. And I said, "My dad's 6'1", Peter." He said, "My dad's 6'4". I said, "Oh, is he?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Do you think he can bend a 6-inch nail?" You know, what I'm saying is like strength and looking up to people, you know. He said, "I don't know, I'll go and ask him." So it was on Saturday afternoon, this, and Ken, his dad, he was watching racing on telly. And Peter took it into him. And he didn't get up off couch, he just lied there like that and just bent it to say, "Give him that." Thing, you know. So what I'm saying is though that gets you into that achieving things and wanting to train. But with training, when I worked on the railway, I was about 17 years of age. There were 2 guys. One had a gym in Pemberton, Harry Catterall, very famous in Wigan, and Ronnie Bradshaw. And their friend Frank Richard was a Mr. Universe. And I saw him once working on the railway, shirts off. And that was it then, I was hooked. Yeah. I was hooked on.
So you started with the gym, or?
Sorry?
You started with the gym? That was the first thing, or?
No, not at 17, no, I just found somewhere to train. And I finished up going up to Harry's gym in Pemberton, training there, you know, with Harry and Ronnie. But when I saw Ronnie with that shirt off, something just come in my head and just said, that's what I want to do. But it was for a while, and then after a bit, I developed into wrestling, you know.
So when did you start wrestling? At what age?
I started wrestling, I think I was about 36.
36, right.
Yeah. I went to Roy Woods at first. But my friend, I think about him every day, really. Billy Chambers is his name. And he was my hero. And I went up wrestling one day. You think you're doing all right against some of these kids and that. And Billy was I think he was 48 at the time, Billy. But everybody knew him and he was deaf. And he had a hearing aid in Billy.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved him to bits. And he said, I'll show you how to wrestle. Well, when you went on with Billy, he was like, you get these jiu-jitsu guys now, they put something on you and you tap and they let you go. Not with Billy. Billy give it to you big time. And he kind of smothered you. And I used to dread going up. And I used to be driving up, thinking, I know what I've got coming. But he instilled something in me that's stealing me what you never get. You know you're going up, you was going to get mauled and you won't get punished. And they come out to me and he just said, but I used to go back every week. And Gareth, his son, he has a gym in Pemberton, Gareth. And he said, my dad speaks so highly of you, Royce, because you went back. He said, and nobody ever did. They once went on that wrestling mat with Billy, and that was it. They never came back because of what I give them. But I went back and he come out to me and he just said, listen, he said, you've got to go through this. You got to go through this. I'll learn you. And he was the greatest teacher. He never held nothing back from me after, and like, he give it to you and then he taught you and give it to you and then taught you. And after about 4 or 5 months, I was like kind of coming back at him a bit and he wasn't getting his own road same, And then we didn't drift apart, but we stopped wrestling really. And I was away then because Roy Wood said to me, he says, if you can take that off him, nobody can hurt you, So that was it. So Billy Chambers was my hero. Yeah, and he was my mentor, my teacher, But everybody knew him in Wigan, But he was a character and he was on, like I said, with wrestling, wrestlers are characters. There was a wrestler on the film called Kez, called Brian Glover. But you only have to watch that and you see what kind of character he is. Well, Billy was same and they did things, crazy things, He invented these teabag squeezers. Teabag squeezers. And when you make a cup of tea?
Yeah.
And you put the spoon in and thing. Well, Billy decided, it's an invention, this, a teabag squeezer. Oh, God. So he got to, I think it was about 300,000 made. But I don't think he sold them. But what I'm saying is that them wrestlers, they're characters,
Yeah. So do you train every day?
7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Mm.
Never have rest?
Never.
Don't you feel overtrained sometimes? Like you feel like
when I say rest, I might have a couple of days where I back off a bit, like this morning.
Uh-huh.
But I train 7 days.
But you
a
still
week.
train.
Yeah.
Wow.
7 days a week.
That's
Well, you've trained me, man.
Inspirational. Yes. You gave me some training. Slam balls. I've not done it before, and honestly, after first one, I can't remember if it was 10 rounds maximum, or if it was that 20 minutes that we did in a row. But day after, I had to go to physio because I pulled something in my traps and shoulder.
Yeah. But it's about learning people as well, though. Probably you've never seen the slam ball till you come there, did you, Martin, And, you start setting targets for yourself. And it's nice to invite somebody to come training, and I like training with these young rugby players and putting them through it, And if I can match them, I think I'm doing all right at 70.
Yeah, 100%. You are definitely in great shape.
Mm.
Tell me a little bit about this. Was it Guinness World Record over 60?
Yeah, it's a massive American company, but obviously they're big in this country as well, called Concept 2.
Mm-hmm.
And they have
I've seen it.
Yeah, the rowing machines.
Yeah.
And they have the ski machines.
Uh-huh.
And they have the bike. But back in 1990, I think it was, they set a Leander, which was Steve Redgrave, Matthew Pinsent, James Cracknell, all them. They set a record for 100,000 metres on the row. Change over, they did so long and then change over. So they set this record. But at the time, I had a lot of rugby union lads in the gym. The monsters, like 6'6", 18, 19 stone. So everybody was raving about this time, what they did. Steve Redgrave, Matthew Pinsent, James Cracknell. And I looked at it and I thought, it's rubbish for them.
Mm-hmm.
Not rubbish for anybody else.
Yeah.
But for them, it's rubbish. But because it was
For their physique.
for them as international rowers, it was rubbish, and I knew it was rubbish. So I put a team together to have a go at it. We did it. Lads from Oral Rugby Union and Graham West was in the team as well. And when I rang them up, I said, "We've just beat that record. What crack?" You mean? So one of our rowers was a lad from Blackpool called Peter Buck, and he was well in at Concept 2. So they rang him. He said, "Is it true this is you've done it, you know?" So Peter said, "Yeah." So they come up with this trophy, what they invented, world record holders, and Leander was on it, you know. And then they put a little shield on Royce's gym, beat them, you know. So then they decided it was Red Nose Day. Remember Red Nose Day? Yeah, it was like a red nose. It was back in 90s, I think. It was for raise some money. And John Wilson, who was at Concept 2 at the time, came up and said, we want you to row side by side and race. You know, I said, all right. I said, I can put a team together. But that team, what did that? I dropped 4 of them and put 4 more lads in.
Mm-hmm.
And a friend of mine, Mick Lyons from Ashton, he had a son-in-law. He said, "Just have a look at my son-in-law for your team, Royce." He said, "He's a monster." I said, "Well, we're rowing them side by side, and we're doing it at Steve Redgrave's school, where he went, and they want to do it there, you know, on the stage, in the hall." I said, "Oh, all right." So he come, Big John. He walked through the door. He was 6'8", 140 kilos.
Wow.
He made that machine. He was lifting off. He would made it down. "I'll see you're in, John." You know, so. Oh, actually, he didn't. That was to get the record back. Beyond that, so we went down Leander, and they beat us with 4 minutes over 100k, which is not much really.
Mm-hmm.
So we were staying in Leander, and they were so nice to us. The gentleman, Matthew Pinson, what a gentleman. They were great with us, you know. But they didn't beat us. So I said to myself, we can beat that. We can beat that, what they've done, Leander, you know. And then I went to a meeting and I was telling Alan Minter, the boxer, and he said, "You never beat them." I said, "We'll beat them. We will beat them. I can put lads together, and it's about strategy. We will beat them next time." So I put another team together. Big John was in it, and lads from Oral, the rugby union lads. And we they come up, we did it at Monaco or Hindley, and they set off, and we smashed it. So John went to Matthew Pinsonton, James, and Steve Regger, and just said, "Royce, Jim's just took that record back." So they just said, Steve said, "That man's a thorn in my side." And he said, "Tell them they can keep the record." So that was that. But Big John was a contributing factor to that, because, you know, when you see the pace, he pulled 108 on the thing all the way through for 4 hours.
So did you lead that team?
I didn't row myself.
Okay.
Yeah. I put it all together, and and it was marvellous. There's some great lads in it, you know, big, massive lads. But it was a great day that at Monaco, you know, to beat them.
Yeah.
You know, to beat them. And people say, like, how can you beat?
What was the average age of those lads?
They're in the 30s. Yeah. How can you beat Steve Redgrave and Pinsonton? I said, one thing, strategy. I knew what to do. So the first time they did it, they did a minute apiece on it. Well, it was tougher. We only did 12 strokes and off. You know, we just smashed what they did. It's some achievement, but beat them. You know, so that was that.
How long did you have this gym in it?
I'm coming up to 49 years now. I had a partner until 1982, Jimmy, and then I went on my own in 1992. So altogether, it's like 50 years. 1975, I started. So it's a long time. So I've seen a lot come and go. You know.
Did you train people wrestling in there, or
no?
No.
In the one what we have now, yeah. I had some lads on yesterday, wrestling. But like I say, when you've trained all your life and you've trained hard, it keeps you young, Martin.
Yeah.
You know, and people say, "You're still wrestling at 70, and wrestling's like the grind." You know, yeah, I am. And one thing what motivates me where society's going and all the antisocial behaviour and people, and I just want to make sure I'm on the ball, just in case. And as hard as it is, and sometimes I don't look forward to it, because these three kids yesterday, 20, 22 and 23, they're full of energy, and you're going at it. But anybody what says you can't wrestle until late in life, they've never experienced. You can, if you look after yourself.
Some of these lads, they don't realise how nasty real fight can be, and I don't want to exaggerate, but I worked on doors as well back in my country. I was on doors here in Bolton for 2 years, probably 7 years in total, and I've seen some nasty fights. I've seen stabbing, I've seen ashtray in the face, I've seen just nasty things. And when you get into those situations, you realise that it's a thin ice, and you can. It
is, Martin. Yeah. I think as well though, like I just said, you want to be on the ball.
Yeah.
You want to be on the ball and prepared, and in a fight, the toughest guy could lose against a skilled guy.
100%.
The toughest guy could lose easy, and reputations can be smashed within a millisecond. With somebody what knows what they're doing.
I've seen it on the street. There was someone who was training all the time, and there was just guy who was only fighting on the street, and he knocked him out. And it happens. And I think what gets me sometimes is, and it's the reason why it pisses me off, it's because it's disrespectful to there is so many lads in gyms who were training all their life. Some of them never ever had any professional fight in MMA or boxing or wrestling, whatever. You wouldn't like to come across to them when it comes to fight on the street. And some of these lads, they hit the bag twice. They take these Angry Birds selfies, put them on Facebook, and they think they are tough. There are so many tough lads out there who've been training all their life, but they don't need to show off.
No.
You know what I mean? They don't show it off, and if it comes to it, like you saying, look, you are over 60 now and you still want to be on the ball. When it comes to any conflict, you know how to protect yourself.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and you're developing your own man. You develop strategy.
Yeah.
And strategy can win fights. Strategy.
Do you think every man should know how to protect himself, like to know at least some sort of, I don't know, basic boxing skills or wrestling or something?
Definitely. But you go on that wrestling mat. And it's same with rugby league. When you watch rugby league on TV, you're only watching it. You're not feeling it. And with me and Dave spoke many a time about these men on the terraces. Get on that wrestling mat and feel it proper.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can talk.
Yeah.
It's all right standing there, you've never done it in your life and criticising. Get on and have a go. Just do 2 minutes with somebody what can do something. You've been blowing out your backside.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the toughest things. I mean, I respect rugby league players. We're on that mat, you can't pass ball another minute. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's on the man, there's somebody on you. I'm not coming on you.
It's same with the boxing.
Same with boxing.
Yeah. I've only done it for probably 2 years. Then I've done some jiu-jitsu, but boxing is tough, very tough. I was losing too much weight, and that's why I stopped. And to be honest with you, I have to admit, I went there for the wrong reason. I wanted to know how to fight.
Yeah.
I didn't go there because I loved the sport. I just wanted to know how to punch.
But the thing is though, Martin, like my daughter and granddaughter, my main thing is protecting them.
Yeah.
And my wife. Yeah. And that's the number one thing and that's another reason, main reason I do it really. Being on the ball for them.
Yeah.
Being
able to protect them.
Like I say,
the world is
Martin,
nasty.
You're a young lad, and you probably might never have a fight in your life again. You might have one tomorrow.
I hope I won't. I
me
will
too.
avoid.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, but
as much as I can.
But you could have one next week.
You never
know, do you?
Yeah.
You know.
It cost me a lot in the past.
Yeah.
I went to prison for it, so I wouldn't like to be in that situation anymore.
No.
Because that's why I said before, like, I know how nasty it can be.
Yeah.
And many of these lads who pretend to be tough, they don't understand how nasty it can go when you fight someone on the street.
Yeah.
There is a concrete, there is no mat.
Exactly.
I
say it all the time. If you're in conflict with somebody and you're a wrestler and you take them down to the floor, if they're not experienced, they will bang their head on that floor.
Yeah, 100%.
No doubt.
Or shoulder dislocate or whatever.
And 2 minutes of madness can ruin your life.
Yeah.
2 minutes of madness can give you 20 years in prison. And you might not be a bad person, but just that could happen.
Did you fight a lot when you were younger?
No, not really. I've had a couple of fights at gym.
Really?
Yeah.
No way. How come just?
Yeah, it was
just some characters and.
Oh yeah. We'll not go into that though.
Okay, fair play. What's important for you in life? Do you value your family the most?
100%. Above everything else.
Same for me.
Yeah, my wife, my daughter, and my granddaughter. They're everything.
They're everything. Do you think that's how it should be for every man to look after their family? And
I think it's basic instinct, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
You know, a fellow what doesn't, he can't be right, can he?
Yeah.
Really. You know, it's everything. You know, when you see your little granddaughter now, she's 3 Christmas Day, she's developing every day, and she's chatting back to you. Know, it's you're a millionaire.
Yeah.
You're a millionaire.
There's a quote from my favorite film, Godfather. He says, "If you don't spend enough time with your family, you're not real man."
Oh, yeah. Everything.
Yeah.
It's everything. And you try to look after them as much as you can financially. But I try to make her, Melissa, you know, she's so good. She works for herself and she'll have a go. You know, she'll have a go. And that's why I respect in her.
How long you been together with your wife?
45 years.
Wow.
Yeah, 45 years now. Yeah.
Long time. Massive respect.
We still bicker. Yeah. Yeah. But like, they're everything out there to you.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. Many people come to you for advice.
Yeah.
MMA fighters, local ones, local lads.
Loads of them. Yeah.
Do you help them to create some training plan or tell them?
Yeah, I'll just point them in the right direction, and I'll just tell them what I think will be good for them. And after a bit, they make their own mind up, and they're quite positive about it, saying we're in front of these people. You know, the lads on the mat, where he trains, because they're not doing that. There's things what complement your fitness, what complement your mat fitness, things you can do. So I've guided them in that direction.
Do you think stamina is very important?
Very much, because you're only strong till you're tired.
Yeah.
Straight cold line strength is not worth nothing, because Tom Aspinall, I don't know if you've heard of Tom.
I've seen him.
Yeah, and
big
said,
lad.
He said, he's wrestling the strongest man in the world, a Scotch guy, Tom Stoll something. But he's only the strongest man in the world for the first 10 seconds on a wrestling mat. And then after 30 seconds, he's not in the top 1,000. And then after 2 minutes, he's not in the top 50,000 strength-wise, because he's not got strength to pick himself off floor. So core line strength means nothing to me. It's great. Somebody what can deadlift 1,000 pounds is amazing, but it'll help for a bit, but they're not that strong after 3 minutes wrestling. You know, because you're only strong while you're fresh.
Yeah.
And fatigue has a major impact on all your qualities as a jiu-jitsu guy.
I think some better fighters maybe lose because of their stamina as well, because they can't go for 5 rounds.
Maybe. But like I said, Tom was on there, I'm wrestling the strongest man in the world. He's only strongest man in the world for the first 20 seconds. After that, doing now. I watched him with him, and I just thought, he's gone. Strongest man in the world, he's gone. 2 minutes, gone. No strength, you know. So, you know, it's not how strong you are, it's how long you stay strong. Fatigue has a massive impact on your strength. It has a massive impact on your speed. It has a massive impact on your thought processes as well.
So when you're tired, you kind of losing it.
When you're tired. Somebody said fatigue makes a coward of us all. I wouldn't say it makes a coward, but it deteriorates. It deteriorates your qualities.
Giving up point.
Yeah. Deteriorates your qualities big time. Yeah. So it's not how strong you are; it's how long you stay strong.
Do you do strength training as well?
Yeah, we've just got a new machine in the gym, Martin.
What is it?
Ideal for you.
Tell me.
And we're the first gym in Great Britain to get one
I'll
of these.
ring my physio guy.
And everybody loves it.
Give me an appointment.
Everybody loves it.
I'm going to Royce gym.
Yeah, it's like the rowing machine, but the resistance is, because it's a strength machine.
Okay.
The resistance is like 5 times more.
Okay.
But everybody's obsessed with it. They've just brought it out, Concept 2 now.
So how long would you go?
We do a two. When you're pulling it, you're pulling weight. You're not pulling meters down. So we do a 2,000 kilogram test, and so you get on it, and as you pull in the middle, it might say 50 kilograms. So when you pull 50 kilograms off, you've 1,950 left. You pull it again, another 50. You've 1,900 left, and that's how it works. It comes down a hell of a lot quicker than a rowing machine. A 2,000 kilogram test would probably take between a minute, which is amazing, and 3 minutes probably. Some even longer than that. You've got to come and try it. I'll set your test this week.
Okay, I'll be there this week.
You'll love it. You'll love
I've got my word. What's your favourite exercise? Is there anything that you prefer to do?
I do a lot on the
weights
ski.
I
do very little weights. We do a lot on the ski erg and the slam ball.
Yeah. I noticed that. You do it on regular basis.
Wrestling done it's a killer, that. You know. I like keeping my legs in shape, so I just do some very, very intense bike once a week, just to keep them there, because as you're getting older, if you look, legs are one of the first things to go on elderly people, you know. I don't consider myself elderly, really.
How old are you now?
I'm 17, 2 months.
You look 50.
How old are you?
We'll be 40 now in August, in a couple of days.
You're all right. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, if you look after yourself, you can, unless you get 100%, bad luck.
And I feel better in my headspace when I train. I train 6 days a week. Yeah. I usually have 1 day off. When I feel that everything is aching and I need that time off, I'll take day off. But I feel better in my headspace, you know, like everything is better. You've got energy for the day. I usually train in the morning, same like you, because I've got kids as well. Then don't want to come back from business 5-6 p.m. and then tell kids that's going to gym. You know.
You've got to have some purpose in life, haven't you? You know, when you're going up them stairs at night, going to bed, you want something to get up to do. Not it's boring sitting watching TV all day. So my training, and like I do, I try to achieve things and set records and do this. But pride sits on your shoulder 24 hours a day, don't it? And I think pride in what you do is a great thing for your mind, you know. And
you look better as well. You feel better in your head.
Not. Them machines are the greatest thing in the world to tell you you're getting a little bit older, because you
can test yourself.
Your figures are just dropping a bit as you get older, you know. Because I'm 60, I'm 17 2 months, and I'm not same as I was when I was 60, but I'm hanging in there, you know, trying.
It's impressive to be in this shape.
Yeah.
I'll ask you the question that I ask every guest. Is loyalty important to you?
Massive. It is. And I'm probably a little bit over the top when it doesn't come back. When you give it and it doesn't come back, you know.
Would you say that it becomes more important when people let you down in life? Because
Well,
that's when I've started thinking more about it. Like, it's so valuable when you've got some people in your circle, and obviously, I think you will agree, when you get older, your circle gets smaller and smaller, because some people will just go naturally. Some people you have to cut out if you don't want to.
Yeah.
You know.
I think for myself, regarding when your loyalty, main thing for me, like, is the gym, obviously, you know, and then when people come and they join and you do your best for them, and I had one fella, and I took him down he wanted to enter the British Rowing Championships, you know, so I gave him a Sunday up, took him down to Birmingham, picked him up 5:30 in the morning, drove down to Birmingham, stayed with him all day, helped him out. And then when another gym opened, he left. And, you know, it hurts a bit, but maybe it shouldn't, and people's entitled to do what they want. But, you know, when you do your best, Martin, and you think...
You do something for someone
why?
You expect...
You know.
Yeah.
So that's up to them anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're entitled to it, though, really. And people's entitled to do what they want, really, aren't they? You know. But, you know, when you've given, and then it's like a slap in the face, really, isn't it? But like I said, we've been going nearly 50 years now, so we must have been doing something right.
100%.
And there's a few gyms in Wigan now, and they're a bit more modern than us. You know, all brand new stuff, and they look great. They are good. There's about 3 or 4 gyms. I'm not talking the big chains, small gyms, and they probably more equipment in than us. But what I try to do is environment. Friendly.
Yeah, it's very, very friendly. Very friendly.
You know,
when I came first time, like, I met people there, and it's just welcoming. They're happy that you came, that another person is training, you know, alongside. No one is walking like Conor McGregor around there.
We're a lot of pensioners in there, to be honest. You know, it's a good job I don't do a discount for pensioners. It's a bit off shot.
Do you have any routine that you follow almost every day? Like, wake up, train, drink water, or something that you would follow on
same
on
every
daily
day
basis?
for me.
Is
Same every day, yeah. I'll just alter. I might do slam ball one day, ski next day. This new strength thing is fantastic. Like I say, Concept 2, quality of the equipment, what they make. And they've just brought this out now. Oh, and everybody's on it, you know, testing themselves. Yeah. You know, it's great, isn't it?
I guess it takes discipline to do it over and over again. And I think when you do it for certain time, it just, at least to me, it becomes habit.
Yeah.
And as much as you don't want to train some days, you still love it.
Yeah.
Because that feeling afterwards, you know, it's irreplaceable.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah. I mean, sometimes if you don't feel like training, just back off a little bit. Just back off. You don't need to...
You have to listen to your body as well.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
You don't need to...
As soon as I feel like, right, enough, I need one day off, I'll take day off.
Yeah, you don't need to punish yourself every time. But I'll do 7 days a week, but I just back off.
Yeah.
You know.
Like, train a little bit less?
A little bit light, you know, not quite as intense. Because some days I do push myself, but like I say, I think it's paid off.
100%.
Yeah. UK wrestlers, we have had some great wrestlers in the UK, but probably not as many as them. You know, Michael Grundy, John Mellin, people like that. They've wrestled at the Olympics. Fitz Walker, they've done the Olympics and Commonwealth Games. Michael won a bronze medal at Commonwealth Games. And when you go on a bet with Michael, the speed is amazing, really. And he finished up in UFC. Really, we had a bit of bad luck. You know, there is a bit of luck in it. You know, it's just one bad position, and with that, any other sport, rugby, football, you make a mistake or they score a goal, score a point, you can come back and still win. Mm-hmm. If you put yourself in a bad position and they get a submission on, it's done.
Would you say that you have to be kind of built for wrestling? It's usually bigger lads who do wrestling, or
It's variation, really.
mm-hmm.
Variation, really. Sometimes you can go on a mat with like strong guys and they're kind of very, very stiff, you know, and you're wrestling, and you can get your own way with them. But there's the ones what's hard work are the wiry ones. You know, do you know what I mean with wiry, Martin?
Not really.
He's kind of like they're like a bit rubbery.
Uh-huh.
Do you know?
Okay.
They're hard work them, and they're
Elastic.
up and up, and you're working. You know, it's tough with them sort. You know, I went down Wigan when Frank Endicott were there doing some wrestling with players, staying at middle, and that was hard work. You know, and it was forwards and everything. And a couple of players used to come to my house after. They enjoyed it that much. I think sometimes Olympic wrestling to the untrained person can look a bit boring, really. You know, but when you know what you're looking for, but you just admire the athlete, don't you? Well, I do, anyway. You know, Olympic wrestling, you can attack legs and take them down that way, but with Greco, you can't attack below the waist. Okay. So it's upper body strength is amazing. Some of them.
Is it better or?
No, I don't think so.
No,
don't think so. No, I prefer everything.
What's the advice you would give to younger generation in terms of how to shape their life, how to follow some old school rules that not many people follow these days? Like I was saying, like word is bond, and you know, keeping your word and being man of your word and someone that is going the right direction in a life. Is there any advice you would give to younger generation?
Yeah, I would definitely train. Definitely train. I would take a martial arts up, whether it be wrestling or as hard as it is, it's worth it. And where society's going now, like I said earlier on, Martin, you need to be on the ball. Mm-hmm. You need to be on the ball, prepared and ready. I hope I'll never have conflict in my life again. I don't want it, but if it comes, you know, you got to be ready, haven't you? You know, but like I say, there's no reason why you can't be super fit at 70. If you put it in and you train hard, you can be super fit at 70. I don't know yet, because further on than that, because I've not got there. But you can definitely be super fit at 70. I don't consider myself anything special. I've just trained hard all my life. And I know what it's given me.
Yeah.
You know,
it's all about consistency.
Yeah.
It will pay off.
I feel on top of the world, me.
Yeah.
That's just with training all the time. But I do train hard, though, as you know.
Yeah.
You know.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Where can we find your gym, where people can find you if they would need some advice in terms of training?
Yeah, we're in a little village between Wigan and Leigh, called Ince, INCE, as you know. That's where you live. Right on the crossroads, right in the centre
Manchester
of
Road.
WN22JA. That's the postcode. Yeah, people can come, ask my advice, and I'm there for anybody really, Martin. You know, if they want to come.
Do you do personal training as well? Would you train someone personally if they approach you?
I don't do PTs because some of these most of these gyms, like they charge you £200, £250 join, and then they say if you want a PT, it's another £30 an hour. I don't do that. I'm always there for guidance. I'll guide them.
Yeah.
I don't want to be, every time they come, I have to be at the side of them for an hour. Every single time they come. I'll show them this, I'll show them that, show them that. I'm always here for advice. I'm only in their office.
You did that for me as well. And you never asked me for any money. You showed me some great training, some intervals on bike and all that. And
just guidance. And guidance from like pensioners. If pensioner comes in, just it's all intensity, nice and easy. Just do this, do that, do that. And then you get somebody what's a young fit lad wants to have a go on this, have a go on that. You know.
Royce, it's been an absolute pleasure. I really appreciate for you to come in. I've got so much respect to you. You know, someone at your age, going close to 70 and being so fit.
One of the best things we did was the slam ball challenge. Rob Burrow sadly died last year with motor neuron disease. I had a great friend, Mike Gregory, who died with motor neuron, and there was another lad at Warrington, Paul Derbyshire. He died with motor neuron. So we decided to try to raise some money with this slam ball challenge, and as you know, we did 3,000 with a 20k slam ball, 3 hours, but no stopping.
3 hours.
3 hours, no stopping. So that was one of
20
the
minutes,
greatest
and I
things.
was like, I felt like train would hit me or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to organise something now for. There's a lad who played for Liam Warrington, Mickey Hyam, and he's got stage 4 cancer. I think he may need to go to America for treatment because they don't do it here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just in process
Raising
of
money.
trying to raise a few bob for him. You know, if you can help, you've got to help, haven't you?
Yeah.
If you can help people, you know, people in that position, you know.
100% health.
And it's nice for them to know there's people are there for them, you know, and people are there who will help them and they care about them, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only met Mickey once, but I'll do everything I can for him, you know. And that's loyalty, isn't it, really?
Yeah,
You know?
definitely.
So
And I guess
this thing what we're organising, you got to come and do it. You pay £5 and do this test, and all the money goes to Mickey.
100%.
So if we can do that for him, it's great. That just let's hope and pray is okay.
So health is one of the biggest things we should look after, and training every day.
Every day.
Is
It's no guarantee, is it? Really?
no.
It's
No,
no
it's not.
guarantee.
But I believe if you train, you definitely go in the right direction, and
Definitely.
you will be healthier than those that don't train and they just sit and
As my
watch
mate said,
TV
Stephen,
and drink
1,000,000%.
beer.
1,000,000%. Definitely. I did break the world record on the ski for my age group as well.
Mm.
It lasted about 9 months, and then it got beat. But I can't get it back. It's a bit too much because size matters on that.
Yeah.
You know, there's some big guys out there. It was only age group world record, but it was high up overall anyhow. The time, you know, again 30, 20, 30 year olds.
Is there anyone throughout your life who betrayed you bad way, and sometimes you think about it like why it happened?
Very,
Many people.
very, very bad betrayal, but I'd rather not go into it.
Okay,
You
I
know?
understand. It's always the case. It hurts, and then at that point we realize how important loyalty is. And when people are loyal to you, you know how valuable it is, and you only realize it when you get betrayed, and when you lose money. You know, like I'm in a property business, as you know, and I lost so much money with traders because they're not loyal. Some of them take deposits, they run away, they go across the road because someone paid them more. They promise you world that they will fix something. If something breaks, they don't. They don't come back. They don't fix it. So I have to fix it from my own pocket for my clients. You know, and things like this. You're thinking like, you know, I was giving you work on regular basis. And you just fucked me over over a couple quid. You know, is that the price for our relationship? You know, couple quid. You change me for. It's not even piece of paper. It's plastic now. You know?
I know.
It's mad.
Yeah.
Some people have no values.
I just say this: if you're good with me, I'll be best mate you'll ever have, ever. You know, I'll move ends of the earth for you if you're good with me. If you're the other way, that's, you know what I mean. Loyalty, disloyalty hurts me more than probably most.
Yeah.
Martin, does it hurt you same?
Yeah, 100%.
But loyalty, if somebody's loyal to me.
But I learned in life that sometimes I just have to cut people off, turn around and forget about it, because they just not meant to be in your life.
Yeah.
You know, some people just don't belong to your circle, unfortunately.
Yeah, definitely.
And I don't want to come across that, you know, I believe I'm the best. No, I make mistakes, but when I promise you something, it's going to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
And if it won't happen, I'm the guy who will be on the phone with you to tell you why it didn't happen and what we're going to do about it.
Yeah.
And not you have to ring them and ask them what's going on. You know,
Are we still on camera?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, well, I do a bit of singing as well. And,
and I noticed, when did you learn?
Yeah, the piano.
Piano.
And what happened was, we used to go to this club in Wigan, and all the old people, all in the 70s and 80s, and it was like an organist, and it was like real old-fashioned then. And they all used to go in, and this club, it finished, this club, and they had nowhere to go. All the pensioners. So I got this place in Welly, and I went to my friend Phil Jameson in Hindley. I spent £4,000 on kit for them, and we put it in, and we carried on for another 15 years. So I'm proud of that, really. You know, they're all dead now. 95% of them are dead now. You know, they used to get up singing. Well, I put out. You know, you've seen the kit, and I've still got it. Like, I mean, I know I did spend it for them, so they'd somewhere to go. But I feel as though I give them another 10, 15 years of enjoyment. And to me, that for them old people, that was one of my best achievements as well. You know, nothing to do with training.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, like I say, if you're my mate, you're my mate. I'll do out for you. Anything.
That's how it should be.
But I think I'd probably go too far the other way with disloyalty. You know, are you like that, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it.
It's been good. Thank you so much.